types of figurative language videos are going to conclude with the hyperbole. So, what is a hyperbole? Well, a hyperbole is what we call an extreme exaggeration. Again, keeping in mind figurative language is figurative, not literal. So whatever you read, you can't take it at face value. You have to read into it a little bit. For example, it took forever to climb the hill. Well, clearly it did not take forever to climb the hill because they would still be climbing the hill and not telling the story or whatever. But saying that it took forever to climb the hill emphasizes how long it took, and maybe even that it was a difficult climb, that it was a drag even. So a lot of meaning can be conveyed through this use of hyperbole. If you're struggling to remember hyperbole, think about that, the first part of the word, which is hyper. So someone's hyper, maybe like their energy just continues to grow and grow and grow above what it typically would be. So for example, if someone goes fishing, they might say, oh, I caught a fish, it was this big. And as they go on and on, their story can get stretched and can grow bigger. And they might add a little bit of hyperbolic effect and say, oh, well, actually it was this big. The fish, it wasn't a little minnow, it's actually a bass, big bass. And then maybe by the time they get, a week later, now the fish is this big, and they're talking and sharing, and they're adding exaggeration for effect to really emphasize how big this fish was that they caught, or maybe just hype themselves up so they feel better. And before you know it, they've caught an entire whale, and maybe the story's gotten stretched a bit. So hyperbole, thinking about the growing of an experience to create effect. So here are some examples for you to look through which option is an example of a hyperbole. So read through these. And hopefully you've landed on option A. I've told you a million times, don't run in the halls. Maybe you've heard your mom or a teacher or someone else say, like, I've told you a million times to do this and that. Well, it's not a million times, literally. But figuratively, they're expressing, I've told you so many times to not run in the halls, and yet you still are doing this. So adding hyperbole can create effect and a layer of meaning that we wouldn't be able to say if, I told you 37 times don't run in the halls. That doesn't quite have the same effect, okay? So use hyperbole in your writing to convey a deeper meaning and make your reader think. So enjoy using the hyperbole, add that in and the other types of figurative language you've learned about into your narratives and other stories that you're writing to strengthen them and to help your reader better understand your meaning. As always, happy writing.